I think it's already happening. China has been the largest contributor to global growth this decade. And if you look at the trends in Asia, Asia is already in a trade recession. Export growth in virtually every Asian country is collapsing. And the manufacturing growth, as we know, that the big story of the last couple of decades has been that China has become the hub of global manufacturing. And global manufacturing growth, if you look at it today, has virtually come to a standstill. Now, these are typical indicators that you get of a global economy that's very weak and is teetering on the brink of a recession. So I think that we already have some signposts here that the global economy is pretty much close to a recession. And in that article that I wrote, I think we are one shock away from the global economy entering its sixth global recession in post-war history.
I think you have to have a bit longer term view on the markets for the commodity cycle. I think the good news is that because lower prices will reduce supply, and I think you're seeing across the board from all the major base metal and the precious metal miners that production's flattening out and looks like it's going to decline quite dramatically over the next 3 to 5 years. And that's one of the first pieces you need to get a recovery in the commodity cycle for these metals. I think from the oil standpoint, it's been a more recent phenomenon. Remember, it was just about a year ago where oil was near $100 a barrel. We've seen a multi-year decline in gold prices from $1,900 to $1,100, silver from the 20s and 30s down to 15. So I think those metals and those cycles are 2 to 3 years ahead of where oil is today. So I think that's going to be more helpful. But Brian, you have to admit, with a stronger dollar and fear of global growth right now, it's very difficult to get a bid on these commodities in the very near term.
I am deeply sorry that we have broken this trust. I would like to make a formal apology to our customers, to the authorities, and to the general public for this misconduct.
Our company was dishonest with the EPA and the California Air Resources Board, and with all of you. And in my German words, we have totally screwed up. You can be sure that we will continue not only to correct this TDI issue and to straighten things out and to pay what we have to pay, but we will continue to work very hard to make our story here in the US for the customers, our dealers and employees a success story.